Da. Malcolm, this is the shop's all factory. Oh, you wouldn't be happy to be doing from force, would you? That's correct, we're here in regard to your request. It involves replacing the ornament light and road lamp on the highway, right? Can we ask for details? Sure, let's get right to it. As you read, one of the road lamps on the western highway stopped working the other day. And the cause of the ornament light inside breaking. Meine Haare! So, didn't we get the same request on Chairs in the Sky? So basically I want you all to go switch the broken light, ornament light for a new one. Speaking of which, here you go. So all is required for us to replace the broken one of this then? Yep, that's about the size of it. So where exactly on the western highway is it? Once you're on the highway, keep heading north until you can see a place called Lunaria Nature Park. There's a window in front of it that you can't miss, the lamp's near there. Make sure you check the maintenance panel to be sure that it's written right on the stuff BO2 on it. Now, near the window in front of the nature park, understood. It is safe to leave such work in our hands. I believe none of us has experience related to this. Don't worry, pretty much anyone can do it. All you're doing is taking the light up and putting a new one in, simple. Guess the most difficult thing about it is remembering a code to unlock it, but you can just write it down. There's a code? Yeah, you need to input it so you can open the maintenance panel. Let's see here. The code for BO2 is 466515. 466515. Got it. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention, the light from the road lamps actually repels monsters. So in other words, in places where there's no light, they're much likely to appear. So keep an eye out when you're replacing it. The last thing you want is to be caught off guard by monsters. I see, thanks for the warning. That's pretty much it then. Would you mind heading out to do it now? Leave it to us. Let's go then. Gut, dann können wir noch mal angeln. In West Caldic Highway. Mal schauen, wo Wasser ist. Ah, ich denke da drüben. Nein? Dann im zweiten Ding.
Whoa, he snuck up on us!
Yeah.
Here we go!
Right!
Right!
My turn!
Bye.
Here we go!
They're not that hard.
Okay.
So.
I welcome all challengers.
It's my turn.
My turn! My turn!
Of course.
My
Now.
turn.
I've got you. When in doubt, look to Laura.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Yes.
Huh.
Oh. You're a new one.
What even is this?
Das ist ein Crayfish-Spiel.
Not bad. Huh.
Dann werde ich dann gleich als nächstes.
What even is this?
Nee. Will ich das nächste Mal dann mit Dingensbumsen reden? Kenneth! Oh, auf der anderen Seite. Ja. Da. So. Supposed to be near the windmill in front of the nature park, right? And this light doesn't appear to be working. Which means they're probably the ones Samus was referring to. Probably let's check the number on it. B02, yeah, that's the one. Alright, then we must enter the code. After taking care of unwanted guests. What? Monsters. To share a lot of them. Guess those lights really work. We need to change that thing quickly. You can we trust the task itself to you? Sure thing. What if we keep the monsters at bay and make a switch? You can count on us. Okay, first things first. I need to input the code to open the maintenance bridge. Pretty sure it was 466515. Das ist der bonus point. 466515. That should do it. It opened. Now let's get the new open light in place. Thank you so much for your help. Looks like a thing has finally calmed down. Thankfully, hard to believe how much of a difference things make. Got it done in record time, you mean? It was much. I was expecting the process to take much longer. Well, it was a pretty simple procedure. Since I wasn't being harangued by monsters the whole time anyway. Still, good job. And I guess that's a wrap. Yeah, now we just need to go report back to Samus. Yep. Let's go back to Celtic. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, god damn it. Go away. Hey there, I take it the job's done. It is. Allows to give you a detailed report on it too. We explain what happened while we replace the open light. We have the open light here too. Thanks, I get this fixed up so it can be used again. Glad you're all safe after dealing with those monsters though. They were hardly a threat. We did take the request up knowing it could be dangerous after all. You military academy kids really are a tough group. Oh yeah, I can't forget to give you a reward now, can I? Ooh, detection. Are you sure we can take one of your quartz? Of course you did some solid work, you know. Thanks for the help. Feel free to come along whenever you need me to give your opponents a checkup. Okay, dann muss ich da schon ein bisschen mehr speeden muss. Oh yeah. Normalerweise habe ich immer so wenig Dinge. Repeat, was ist Repeat? Das sollte nicht reichen. Und dann kann ich die noch customizen. Jesus, warum ist dieses Ding so fucking teuer? Ah. Jesus Christ, die Frau ist mächtig. It's not even funny anymore. Na gut. You need more strength anyway. I need you materials. Ugh. Egal. Phew, guess that does it for all the military tasks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pooped. Same, I don't venture out into the highways very often. The two of you sure seem okay, though. Well, my hometown is in the countryside too, so I'm kind of used to this. With all the training Laura does, I imagine this is probably nothing for her. Indeed, I find this level of exercise to be quite manageable. However... What is it? No, I'm sure it's nothing. I believe we should return to the inn now, should we not? Yeah, lads, I'm guessing Instructor Sarah is still there. We can give her a report and also ask a bit more about the purpose behind these field studies. That would definitely be good to know. She hasn't told us anything about what's happening tomorrow either. That's right, then let's head to the inn. Nope. Auf geht's zum Kerligenmarkt. Don't give crap. The one paid. What's going on? Sounds like something's happening over at the market. There appears to be some manner of dispute occurring. I wonder what's up. Should we go take a look? Yeah, let's go and see. Oh, so the side quest is mandatory. Don't give it a crap. This is my spot. I paid for it, so it's mine. I'm the one who paid for this spot. Look, I even got the permit for it, so stop lying to me and vamoose. May I ask what the problem is? Perhaps it can help in some way. There seems to be some question over which of the two gentlemen gets control of this area to set up stalls. Okay, vamos. The young merchant over there is local, while the merchant wearing the suit is from the capital. So they both claim the same spot. Odd. Permits for the markets are issued by the province's ruling lord. So for Celtic would be... Ah! This isn't good. We must stop them. Who are you? Unhand me at once. I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but violence isn't going to solve anything. You both need to calm yourself. You've been working into a rage. Ugh. Bah! What are you, high schoolers? This has nothing to do with you meddling kids. We're having a mature discussion here, and I thank you not to interfere. Since when is grabbing a person by the neck being considered mature? If you truly intend to have a mature discussion, perhaps you should try acting more like adults. What did you say to me? We're students from Force Military Academy. We're currently visiting this town on a field study. And while we are not yet former members of the army, I'm afraid we cannot simply walk by and ignore the fight in such a public space. A military academy? Ugh, so there are a bunch of soldiers in training. What in Adia's name is happening here? Oh now, look what you've done. Manager Otto. We fill in on what happened. I understand both of you have a permit for the same store, is that correct? Yeah. And both permits expire at the same time too. What's the meaning of this? I understand your concern, but fighting over it here is greatly inconveniencing the other customers. I'd be happy to discuss the matter in private, but I need to ask you both to put your differences aside until it's been resolved. Okay, I guess. Well, that was a close one. Seems like everything's going to be fine now, though. Yeah, I guess he's the guy in charge. I really appreciate the four of you stepping in to help defuse the situation. Though I suppose I should expect no less from the famous Class 7 I've heard so much about. Oh? How do you know about Class 7? My name is Otto. I'm the manager of Celtic's Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you if you'd be so kind as to come along. I'll treat you to some tea. So you were responsible for choosing our assignments? Yeah, indeed, Principal Van Dyck is an old friend of mine, you see. He asked me to personally select a few tasks that you might be able to complete. Well, that was nice of him. We appreciate your consideration as well. Oh, it was not trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful to you for taking and drop some tasks off my hand. And I can't thank you enough for your help at the market. If you hadn't been there, I imagine someone would have wound up getting hurt. I'm just glad we got there when we did. So both merchants will be taking turns using the same store at the front of this market? That's right, both of the pyramids are genuine, but their merchandise and temperaments don't lend themselves to sharing a space. Eventually, they agreed on a compromise where they would each make use of the front store on alternate weeks. The other store was reserved as near the back of the market, however, so whoever's relegated there will likely see far lower size numbers. That's better than nothing, I guess, but still really unfortunate. I must admit, I do find this whole matter rather perplexing. To my knowledge, the issuing of market permits is the sole responsibility of each province's ruling lord. For mistakes such as this to have been made in the first place raise some rather unpleasant questions. That's true. It's the lord's duty to control the flow of goods. If he can't handle it, the local economy could really suffer. Quite right. Ordinarily, the responsibility would fall upon the Duke's household. The Duke? The Croatan province is ruled by Duke Alborea, one of the four most powerful nobles in the entire country, but lately the situation surrounding the Duke's household has been getting a bit complicated. Complicated? A few months ago he increased the sales tax for a market rather significantly, and with a larger percentage of the profits being taken from them, the merchants have begun to get rather desperate. Fights like this one we saw earlier have become more and more commonplace. You see, sales tax is something which should not be raised without careful consideration. History has shown us how damaging such actions can be. I've never heard of anything like that happening in the capital. Have you tried raising objections to the increase? Of course, I've even gone to Bahia numerous times to petition the dukes personally, but they always just drive me away at the gate without listening to a word I have to say. Well? This has been going on for roughly 2 months now. If that's the case, the mix-up of the permits might be more than just an accident. Are you suggesting I might be getting careless when they're dealing with the market, or maybe they're deliberately trying to cause problems? I don't think it's a good idea to jump to conclusion, but I will say that before all this began, the soldiers and the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened in a scuffle like that. Oh, unlike the Imperial Army, a provincial army's main priority is to maintain the status quo throughout the territory, so mediating arguments which threaten the status quo should absolutely fall within the scope of their duties. Correct, it seems that unless we accept this tax increase, they intend to turn a blind eye to the market. The commanding officer at the guardhouse has even made comments suggesting as much. That's not right at all. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about matters like this with you. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with amongst us merchants. You have no reason to concern yourself with it. You need to be focused on your field studies, and I'll have a new list of tasks for you tomorrow morning as well. You will? So you were asked to prepare some for each day of our visit then? That's right, I've got a few difficult ones in mind too, but I'm sure you're up for them. Or at least I hope you are. Don't worry if you are. I will do our very best to meet your expectations. Yep. And now we have to go to the market. That sounds really unfair. Yeah, I agree. Provincial lords have the duty and the right to decide upon and collect taxes in the region they control. And as long as that remains the case, there's not really much the general populace can do to sense against them. I'm reluctant to comment how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I've heard many rumors about the current head of House Alborea. This current head is Eustace's dad, right? So could we ask Eustace for some help here? I doubt there's anything he could do. Among the ability, decisions made by the head of the house are absolute. But since the Alboreas represent one of the four great houses, the old tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive and well. The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the heads of the four great houses. Guess that's a no then. I see you're all busy mulling things over. Excellent, excellent. Instructor Sarah, what brings you here? I think it was about time for me to get going. Group B is not getting anything done as expected, so I'm off to help sort them out. What? You're going to see Group B now? The town of Palm is a considerable distance from here. No, you let me worry about that. You four are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Put on your heads together and think, and I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. Bye. I just be with you. I'll be looking forward to your report. I can't believe it. It's as though she knows exactly what's going on. Even though she spent the whole day drinking at the inn. Can she read minds or something? Let's just return to our room and rest for the night in any case. We still have our reports to write, so an early dinner seems wise. Yeah, you're right. I'm so tired. Me too, I feel like I'm going to fall asleep at the dinner table without you making it to my bed. No? No. Alright, troops, how's it going? Are you learning much out here? For the most part, yes. I'm serving as a reminder that we still have quite a ways to go. However, we have every intention of making the most out of this experience. That's what I like to hear. I'm actually about to get started in the evenings here, so I'll give you all a wee discount if... Wait a minute, I think I just had a ballad of an idea. What might that be? Right, I know y'all will be tired after your hard work today, but... Any of you fancying having a wee go at running the store for a bit? Are you sure? Aye, it's fine. This line of work's all about having the skills to negotiate well, so it'd be some good experience for y'all. So about it. Certainly an interesting proposal. Try it out. If you're willing to let us do it, then I don't see why not. Good to hear it. Let's get started right away then. I mentioned that I was about to get started on the evening sale, didn't I? It might be a wee bit tough, but I'd like to handle it. Sounds kinda rough. The idea behind it is simple enough at least. All you need to do is give appropriate discounts to make a sale. The amount of discount varies, but sometimes you'll be taken up to half price. Half price? That's a lot. Is it possible to make a profit by doing that? It doesn't always work out. It's even went into the red a few times thanks to it. But even then, I still think the is worthwhile. Worthwhile enough to even send yourself into the red. My personal philosophy is that the amount of sales you make is more important than how much you make. The more sales you make, the more happy customers you've got. And if you've got more and more customers walking away happy, then your store's gonna have a good reputation. So basically, it all ends up benefiting you in the long run. I see where you're coming from there. Though there's nothing to say that I'm 100% correct. And I meant to say, how do you all feel about handling the store separately at different times? I'm okay with it, but any particular reason why? Well, there's no harm competing with each other, is there? Think of each other's rivals and try as hard as you can to win. That does seem like an effective way to motivate oneself. I don't know about you guys, but sales aren't exactly my forte, because I take it as a learning experience. Does sound like it'll be fun though. Can I ask if there's any specific guidelines when it comes to giving discounts though? I assume how much of a discount you can offer differs based on the type of goods being sold. Spot on. I split everything up into fresh goods and processed goods. Fresh goods speak for themselves, really. You all want to get them sold as quickly as you can. That being said, you're free to make these up to half price if it comes to it. Just so you get them all sold. Processed goods will expire like fresh ones though, so there's no point to discount them too much. You kinda just sell them at full price, so 20% off the max you should go. So fresh goods can be sold for as much as 50% off, while processed goods can only be sold at up to 20% off. Got it. You're helping I remember that. Oh, don't be shy to bump prices up a wee bit either. Deciding when the best time to do that is all up to you, Lord. One can assume doing so all depends on how well we negotiate with each customer then. Now that's sorted, let's get started. It doesn't even matter what order y'all going, but how about you go first? That's fine with me. That settles in. Let's see what you're made of, Renreen. I wish you good luck. Thanks, his helping goes well. So, welcome. We're currently in the middle of our evening sale. He's much more financial than I would have guessed. You're bringing customers way guts like that. I don't think I could put myself out there like that. I'm rather worried myself. Oh, his first customers arrived. Oh, you're working here part-time? I almost thought you were a pro if it was like that. Oh, thank you. Oh, by the way, do you have any tomatoes? I need some for the night's dinner, you see. We actually do have some. How many are you looking for? Think 5 should do for now. There seems to be a sale going on at the moment too. So much would it end up being? It's 10 euros per tomatoes and I can give her up to half because they're fresh goods. How much should I sell them for in total? So... müssen alles richtig machen. Also 35. 5 tomatoes would usually go for 50 mil, but I can offer you them for 35 mil instead. How does that sound? That sounds fine. I'll take them. Thank you for your purchase. Seems like he's made his first sale. Indeed, it appears to have gone rather smoothly too. Oh, here's another customer. A sale, is it? That sounds interesting. We're offering discount on all our goods, so feel free to have a look. I assume that applies to this wine as well? Of course. Wine doesn't fall under fresh goods, so... 900. What does 900 mirror sound? You sure you can't do better than that? Include some cheese for 20% off. How about this? If you buy it now, include this cheese for 20% off. Oh, that's an interesting offer. Cheese accompanies wine rather well too, so allow me to take you up on that. Thank you for your purchase. That went pretty well. Another successful sale for him. Seems like he's gotten into the swing of things. I look forward to hearing how much he sold it for. He's another customer. Oh, the evening sale has finally started. What happened to Lemon? He's left me in charge for a bit. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Mom must be looking some stuff for dinner. How much are you selling cabbages for? I need 3, but she told me to buy some extra if they're cheap. It's 20 mil per cabbage and they found the fresh goods, so... 6 for 60. That would be normally cost 60 mira, but does 6 for that same price sound good? So I get double the amount for free? I'm sure my mom would be happy to hear that. Can I have them then? Of course, thank you for your purchase. And thus Reen's turn came to an end and the others were given a chance to try their merchantry. Right, you all heard your turns then. Good job, troops. We owe you thanks for giving us the opportunity to experience this. I agree, I'm sure experience like this will come in handy down the line. Glad to hear it. A lot of you did well too, considering it was your first time. It's been intense seeing how your personality affects your thoughts too. Speaking of which, how did we all do in the end? Well, you had the least amount of sales out of everyone, Elliot. You did manage to make a fair amount though. But it also means you didn't really offer that much of a discount. You have to be more aggressive, really. I'm sorry about that. Next up is Laura. You were a wee bit too generous with the discounts. Making lots of sales is good, but you still have to consider how much you're making from them too. I understood. My thanks for the advice. Next up is Reen. You ended up doing really well in both the number of sales and how much you made. Pretty impressed, honestly. With a bit more experience, you could be a fine merchant. Think so? I guess you've discovered another of Reen's hidden talents. Well done, Reen. Being told by someone with experience really is really impressive. Finally, Elisa, you wouldn't happen to have some prior experience, would you? Not really, no. That really is amazing then. It have to be honest here, you almost managed to sell as much and make as much as I normally do. You even got a unique style that brings the customers in, so there really isn't there any rest for me to give you. That's quite evaluating. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration. So Lisa has the skill to potentially become a successful merchant then. I have to admit that I'm a bit surprised. I didn't expect to be this skilled either. Do any of your relatives happen to be involved with this style of work? Not that I know of, no. Well, either way, today ended up being pretty intense. Interesting, thanks to you lot. Here, take this. You wait for the day. Ich dachte, ich krieg's Marble Bracelet. With some good money too, so here, a wee bonus. Yeah, Marble Bracelet und 2 RP. Thank you very much. Are you sure? Hey, no danger. You all earned it. I'll catch y'all later then. Gut, damit haben wir dies auch. Das war die geheime Quest für heute. Aber ich gehe noch zum Inn, aber ich gehe noch nicht rein. Genau, und dann würde ich aber sagen, war es das für heute mit Let's Play Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. Cold Steel. Trails of Cold Steel. Und wir sehen uns dann das nächste Mal. Bis dann, Leute. Ciao.